So this is a topic we're going to touch up on today, guys. And this is typical. Like, it's happened to me. It's happened to a bunch of friends that I've had. It's happened to many dudes that I knew from the gym. Every age in high school from a decade ago up to now. So I'm in the gym, let's say I'm 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 up to now. I know new dudes coming into the gym while they're in high school, so I meet most people at the gym. I know lots of people and lots of dudes that might have a girlfriend while they're in high school. And I can kind of see through, already being through certain things, I can see through what's happening to them in the relationship that they find themselves in. And I've been there. We've all been young. We've all been naive. We've all been through that kind of shit. So this is what happens. The best dudes, bro. The best dudes end up being pushed away by women. When women are young, they push the good men away, thinking things are better out there, thinking everything's going to be just far more amazing and everything else, all to find out later on in life they fucked up. They are the ones that are going to look back and be like, oh my God. When what they had before and what the good men made them feel before is no longer there. It's no longer there. And this also turns good men cold-hearted. So the pool of men that women get when they get older are cold-hearted men that can never get those same feelings anymore because all the men that were younger got ruined by women who thought the grass was greener on the other side. That's what happens. And you see the same patterns happening time after time after time after time again. You see the same patterns happening over and over again to the same types of dudes, and these women are just being manipulative, bro. They know the whole time what they're doing. Like, it's crazy. The whole time, these women know what they're doing. They know they're not going to stay. That's like the relationships they're in when they're young have an expiration date, and they know when that date is coming. They do what benefits them, not caring how it's going to affect somebody else. They don't care, bro. They simply don't care. How on earth could you remain a good man? How on earth could you remain a good guy that's going to treat women right? When you see that kind of stuff, it does something to you, bro. It did something to me. It took a while for me to get back in full form after going through what you call the red pill rage. Because I did everything right by the textbook, and it failed. The same person comes back years and years and years later. I don't want it. And I'm still half pissed off. Not even at the person, just at life. Still, I still have work to do at that time. I'm just thinking back to that time. I'm just thinking I still have work to do. This stupid is coming back. No, I'm good. I know who I am. I know my worth. I know where I'm going. And that's where the fuck I'm going. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm focused on. I'd be damned to take you back, be in that fucking situation, have it end again, maybe, and get even more pissed off. So I'm going to avoid that, and I'm going to continue on, and I'm going to get better, and I'm going to rule the fucking world. That's what yous get. That's what the yous get. And you know, I'm just thinking back. This is not who I am right now. I'm looking back. I'm feeling the vibes from the past as I speak about this topic. Because this is true. This is what happens. And it continues to happen time after time after time after time again. To the same types of dudes. I see a lot in some dudes right now that's in about grade 12 that I seen in myself a long time ago. They're going through the same stuff. People's getting cheated on. People's getting left. People's getting abandoned just like this. It's all fun and games. Women laugh amongst each other like fucking laughing hyenas. Evil fucking laughing hyenas. They laugh amongst themselves. Oh, look, girl, look what I can make him do. Da da da. Like it's ridiculous, bro. It is ridiculous that they can do those types of things. And it's so funny how they think they're cool for doing those things. It's funny. Because they could never do it if they were being honest. If you have to lie to do some shit like that, like, you're the one that's bad. You look bad. You look stupid as hell. It don't make you better. You're not fucking better. You're just a scumbag. You're a liar. They're liars, bro. That's all it is. Anyone can fake an intention. It don't make you better. It don't make you a higher value woman than the man you're with. Makes you lower value. And later on in life, bro, they can find out. They find out. It's stuff like this, bro, that creates gender wars. We're not supposed to be against each other. And it's not like that with me today. I'm in a relationship. It's not like that with me today. That's not how things are. But this is how things can go. And it's how it's going for a lot of people today because, bro, modern day women, that's what they're doing. I've dealt with them. You guys have dealt with them. It's a fucking shit show. And I see it time after time after time after time after time after time again. It's the same stuff, the same repeated patterns, the same cycles. And it's the same women who just think they're so good. They think they're so good, bro. They think they're so cool. Mrs. Hot Shot, all this stuff. It's nothing but ego. They're not that fucking good. And they're not that special either. In fact, most of the men they're with, the good guys, are better than them, for fuck's sakes. But they ain't ready for that conversation. They don't want to hear that. And I know it's that way because those guys are treating them good. Those guys are good. Those guys are some of the more popular kids in high school. There's nothing fucking wrong with them. But here's the thing. Women push the good guys away. The men they should be with. The men they should grow with. To go out party and club and experience and experience and experience and doing all these things. And they get a little bit older. A little bit crustier. A little bit more unappealing in the eyes of a man. Why? Because you're young, you're single, you're living your life young, wild, and free, right? That does not make you prettier. That does not make you better in the eyes of a man. It makes you far worse. And it does matter what a man thinks. It does. It matters what you think. It matters what a man thinks as well. Women have their standards, but it's like men can't have a standard. And it's like today, bro, it's so rare, but women that are young don't want to get a good man when they're young. It's such a very few and far between, and if you guys can get yourselves one, you hit the jackpot. Ding, you hit the jackpot. One who's going to be, not too up there. And she's preserved just for you. That's the way it should be. Women aren't supposed to be tossed around. Experienced veterans. No. That's not how it's supposed to be. You don't want to be with a woman that has all this past baggage and experience and all this trouble and just it's no. You guys do not want that. You don't want that. Because it comes with all those things. She ain't coming to present herself in the most pure way possible. She's coming with hell's angels, boy. That's what she's coming with. You deal with everything she's ever gone through. You deal with every little single tadpole. That's what you got to deal with. You take the abuse from this shit. And they wonder why. Women wonder why they're not wanted later on. It's just the way it is. I'm not making these rules. I'm telling it how it is. Whether you like it or not, it's how it is. Love it, hate it, don't matter. It's irrelevant because it's how it is. Person that tried to come back to me was only 22. Still didn't want it. That's still fairly young. Didn't want it. No. And it just goes to show, like, you guys have to know your worth. You have to know your worth, bro. And if you're a good man and you know you're a good man and you've done everything right, you never take a woman back, bro, who's disrespecting you like that. You never do it. It's unacceptable. Oftentimes, women also make men pay for what they've been through. You're the one that pays for the shit she's been through. She's going to take it out on you. She's going to take it out on you, bro. That is self-sabotaging a relationship. That is self-sabotaging something that's amazing for her right in front of her own eyes. That's what she's going to do. That's what many women do today. Almost all of them have problems. Almost all of them have issues. Almost all of them are going to cause hell onto your life. That's what's going to happen. So, what do? You be very selective with who you pick. Very selective. We act and pretend like everything's amazing out there. Guys, no, not all of us. A lot of us here in this community, we know there's not a lot of amazing stuff out there. Because if it was like that, for one, I wouldn't have been single for 7 or 8 years. Which I was. That shit would not have happened. Many things came my way. Didn't want it. I'm good. I know my worth. You guys have to know your worth. Women have to know their worth too. But really know your worth. Some of them are going around being the biggest 304s of all time. Know your worth, girl. You're a 304. What are you talking about? Know your worth. Delusional. 304s been grinding poles. Acting like they deserve some high value man that's going to come sweep them off their feet. Ridiculous. But all you guys seriously have to know your worth. Do not settle for less. Get something, and bro, knowing your worth is not delusional. Get an ideal good situation going for yourself. That's how messed up this world is, bro. It's damn near impossible to even get a good, ideal situation going for yourself with a woman that meets your standards looks-wise, which it doesn't mean she has to be the second coming of Megan Fox. Just meets your standards look-wise, like you're attracted to her physically, whatever else, and her soul. And a woman that's going to, add some value to your life. She's going to come in and spice things up. She's going to come in to make you a better man. She's going to come in not to be perfect, but to be good. All you got to do is be good. Look good, be good, show up. But it's damn near impossible to get a situation like that going for yourself. A woman who is presentable, a woman who's not going to embarrass you, a woman who is not a 304 or a former one. Because that is unacceptable. Come on. And this is the biggest mistake women make. You know, pushing the good guys away. It's not the nice guys. It's the good guys. It's the good men. It's men who are going to be the best men when it's all said and done. The topper tier list of men. The better men. The good men. They push those guys away young, bro. Young. To live in their early 20s, up to about mid-20s, some up to their 30s. Wildin', bro. Going crazy. Live your life, I guess, but don't look back and start saying things like, know your worth. Do you know your worth? Do you know what you're worth? I'm not even going to tell you what you're worth. I'm not even going to mention it. I know what you're worth, though. I know where everybody stands. Come in front of me, introduce yourself, let me know about you. I'll tell you what you're worth. I'll tell you. I have no problem telling nobody the truth. There's just a lot of delusion going on today in this world. And I mean a lot. 304 is saying the words, know your worth. You don't even know your own worth. You do worthless activities, and you're telling everyone, including yourself, to know their worth. When you do worthless things. Like, come on. What is going on? This world is chaotic. It's stupid. But these are the types of things that go on, and it's often men that get blamed for everything. It often is. You could have done all the right shit, bro, and you get blamed. You get blamed for paying for your girl's college. Wasn't enough. You get blamed for everything. It's like you're supposed to be Superman nowadays for these women. You can't slip up once. You got to be perfect, and you don't even get good treatment from them, like almost ever. Everything, bro, is messed up on their end. You have to be perfect. You have to be flawless. And all you get is messed up shit. That's all you get. Messed up shit. Messed up things happening. And you gotta be perfect. It's wild. It's crazy. I know this is true because of things I've been through. I know this is true because of what guys tell me. I know too much, bro. I know too much. Too much. It's just the standards of today. It's complete delusion. And this world is chaotic. Women are also more so often raised without fathers today more than ever, so they can't even scope at a good man because they didn't have a man around. So when a good man's in their presence, they don't even know what to do. They don't even know what to do, so they mistreat him. They could push him away. They could mistreat him. They could push him away. It was the exact guy she should have been with, but she ain't right. She ain't correct. In the fucking brain. She ain't correct. Everything gets messy real quick. And somehow, the good man gets blamed. The good man gets blamed. While he did everything right, and the damaged woman messed everything up, and the man gets blamed. How many of you guys have been through that scenario? I've been through that scenario before, and you know what? You'd be lucky if you had that same type of female admit to you that she is the problem. Admit to you that she's the one that's messed up. Admit to you that you're very good for her. She's messed up, da-da-da-da-da. You'd be very lucky. Because I heard it. And it was great. It's almost like I knew that was the truth anyways. Because, bro, when you're a good man and you do a lot of good things, you know you do that. You know you're good. You know you're good for her. There was never a time I did not know that I was good for a female, because every female I was ever with, I did what I had to do. I was good. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. It's bullshit. And it's gaslighting, and it's manipulative. But anyone can take anything, bro, and make you look bad, even when you were being like damn near flawless. They'll try to turn it on you. They'll try to make up scenarios and all this stuff and turn it on you. The whole time. It's them. The whole fucking time. But they can't even see through it, bro. And like I said, you'd be lucky if they come clean and they admit it to everything. Which, in the past, a situation like that happened to me. And it was like music to my ears. And I still felt bad for the person. After getting mistreated, and abused, lied on. Like, it's crazy. But hey, no one cares about us. Nobody cares about men. Nobody cares. This ever happened to a woman though, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Men are all terrible. They're all trash. They're scumbags. It's the worst ever thing to ever happen. Happens to a man, no big deal. Know your worth, girl. Even though the man was a good guy all along, they try to mix that up to make it seem otherwise. So they can make themselves look good when they're actually the problem. They're actually the issue. It's funny. But yeah, I know countless amounts of dudes. I see it happen every fucking year. I have seen guys, bro, in relationships, and I called that it was going to end. I literally called it, and it ended. You can just tell with some of these women, bro. You look at certain guys and girls in these pictures, and it's like, that's gonna end. That is going to end. Bro's head is in the clouds. That's going to end. She's taking advantage. There's an expiry date on that relationship. You can already tell. As a man, bro, you have no choice but to be awake to reality and not let a woman take you down her path of fairy tale fantasy land. You have to understand that life is life. Feelings are feelings. Women have all kinds of feelings, don't they? They could feel one way one day. They could feel a different way a day later, 1 week later. You never fucking know, bro. This is what being awake is. This is what it is. You can't be naive and just think everything's so amazing. You believe in the fantasy. You believe in all the things you've ever talked about with her and everything else. And it's going to happen for sure. And oh my God, it could. It could all happen, but it might not. All you need, bro, is that it might not. It could. It could all happen. We hope it does for everybody. But once you've been through it, bro, once you've been burned so many times, you just see the truth. This should not stop you from finding true love. This should not stop you from another relationship. This should not stop you from anything. Just be awake on these streets, mate. Just be awake. Because the streets are unforgiving. This life we're living can be unforgiving. You just gotta know what's up at all times. You never know. And that's the thing. You never know until the day comes. You could have a flawless life for 20 years and she could leave one day. You never know. So never think with 100% certainty that you have life down on lock with some woman and it's going to be incredible. You can be 99% sure, bro. You can be 99% sure. That's fine. You just have to know. Anything is possible. And if your woman gets mad at you for having that mindset, run for the hills, my boy. Because I guarantee you, She wants you far down that fantasy world to get as much as she can out of you to one day leave. Guarantee it. Mark my words. It will happen. Your woman should have no problem with you being a man you are, living the life you're living. Things are going great. That's good. Things should keep going great. And, it's not that the relationship any of you are in or whoever's in a relationship should be sketched out. You just have to know what women are capable of. They're hypergamous by nature. It's their nature. It's their nature, bro. And you can't and you must not take anything personal. And you must accept every single thing that comes your way. This is your only power as a man. You give up your power as a man when you wholeheartedly 100% believe every word your woman says. You start to follow along with her lead. You start to follow along with her style. You start to follow along with what she's doing. You're not the follower. You're not the leader no more. You're the follower. You are the follower. You're not the leader. Men have every right to remain in the leadership role and position. You can have a mind of your own. You don't have to think any other way besides the way you think. And a woman trying to take that away from you is brainwashing. Because what are men? Way more rational, way more realistic. What are women? Far more in fantasy world, feelings and all this stuff, and that's perfectly fine. Women should be that way, but men should be rational, and men should know what they're up against. Because this is life. And any woman who's trying to lead you any other way, bro, is going to lead you astray every time, 10 out of 10 times, 100 out of 100 times. She should have no problem with you staying rational. You can also understand her emotions, understand everything else. You can understand it, but you have to remain who you are. You have to remain rational. Because you make the world go around. That's how things must be, guys. So stay awake out here, bro. Because shit be crazy. And like I said, man, it's usually the women that take advantage of the good men. It's usually the women that take advantage of the good men when they're young and they have to pay a price for it later on. But if they got a good man when they were young, they cherished that good man, they kept that good man, everything's going to be perfect. It's a two-way street. Men have to be men. Men have to be good to their women. Women have to be good to their men. It's not a competition. It's a team. You're a fucking team, bro. It's a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. But once trust goes out the window, once betrayal takes place, it's hard. It's hard for that to happen. So things must go accordingly, and if things don't go accordingly, well, you see the results today in this stupid world. It's dumb, bro. People's stupid. I can't help but to say it. People's decision making is awful. But anyways, guys, you get the point. I'm going to be out of here now. I hope you guys enjoyed this take. You guys know damn well this is the truth. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.